Hyundai and Kia just cannot win under Trump. The last time I was in South Korea for a work trip, I took some extra time to explore Seoul a bit. One thing that struck me while I was there was the generally positive view many people had of the United States. I'm sure that's not a universal opinion, of course, but I met several people who said they think highly of the U.S. as the friends who came to their rescue during their devastating civil war. As a crucial trading partner, and as an ally, they're glad has their collective backs with China right in their backyard. I have to imagine their view of the USA is one of bewilderment today. To understand why, look no further than the challenges the Hyundai Motor Group is currently enduring as policy shifts and immigration crackdowns rattle its largest American investment to date and future plans to expand here. That kicks off today's critical materials, our morning roundup of industry and technology news. Hyundai stuck in limbo as trade negotiations stall. It does feel like the Hyundai Motor Group did everything it was supposed to do, and it's still getting burned. The USA is Hyundai's largest and most important global car market. To capitalize on its success here, it spent almost a decade building the new Meta plant in Georgia to bring electric vehicle, hybrid and battery production stateside. It's supposed to bring more than 100,000 jobs for related industries and projects, and cement Hyundai's presence in America as a long-term one. Yet in recent weeks, it was the site of one of the largest immigration raids in USA history, inflaming tensions with South Korea. It may lead to a reset on how the country issues visas for the short-term skilled workers needed to scale up high-tech factories and train workers. But in the meantime, it will mean battery production delays at the plant. That's problem one. Problem two, tariffs. The USA has set a 25% duty on Korean vehicles, and right now, Korean government officials are working to bring that number down, though discussions reportedly stalled out this weekend. Until that gets resolved, Hyundai and Kia are uniquely exposed to high costs, even as they've both worked to ramp up USA production in recent years. From the Korea Times, Hyundai Motor and Kia are particularly exposed to the risk of losing price competitiveness to their Japanese counterparts, as the USA is scheduled to lower its auto tariff on Japanese cars to 15% starting September 16th, following a Washington-Tokyo deal. Korea's trade negotiations with the U.S. are stuck in limbo, amid unresolved details over the operation of a $350 billion USA investment fund. During a September 9th seminar in Seoul, Presidential Chief of Staff for Policy Kim Yong-bom said, "We cannot rush tariff negotiations just to narrow the gap in auto industry tariffs, because $350 billion would deal too great a shock to our entire economy." According to data from market tracker FN Guide, Hyundai Motor is forecast to suffer an operating profit fall of 10.4% between July and September from the previous quarter. Kia's operating profit fall was also revised to 9.5% due to the USA tariff. The Korean automaker has experienced a good amount of tariff whiplash under the second Trump administration. In July, Trump said the USA would charge a 15% tariff on imports from South Korea, down from a threatened 25%, in exchange for that country's plans to invest $350 billion in the United States. But that tariff cut hasn't been finalized yet, according to reports, as the two countries remain at odds over the details of the investment deal. Hyundai and Kia have not announced plans to raise prices on vehicles yet, and they may not. But in the meantime, as they bear the burden of the tariff costs, they're going to take a serious profit hit, $1.15 billion in the second quarter of this year alone. And while the Trump administration is eager to get more Koreans buying American-made cars, it's unclear if USA automakers besides Tesla, which is the top import brand there, can even make what Koreans want to buy and drive. Hyundai Motor will host its annual investor presentation in New York this week. Expect more news then, surely. Source: reposted and summarized from Patrick George at insideevs.